Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the Young and the Restless and the Bold and the Beautiful. And this is your Young and the Restless recap for August 11, 2022. And look like Adam is trying to make several deals around town to get to the bottom of this whole Ashland Locke investigation. And murder charge questions on Nick causes drama. So before we unpack all of this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to this channel to receive all updates. And please don't forget to like and share. So let's jump into this. So we're over at Crimson Lights, where we see Victoria is pushing Chance to drop this investigation. And she continues to insist that he has no evidence the car accident was fake. Victoria wonders if Chance is going after Victor for obstruction of justice, or if he thinks Nick killed Ashland Locke in cold blood and conspired with Victor to cover up. I mean, she even went on to ask him, you wouldn't go so far as to charge Nick with murder, would you? And as all this conversation is going on, Nick strolls to the door, overhear the two of them, and then Nick also wanted to know the answer to that question as well. Now, Chance admits he believes Nick and Victoria acted in good faith when they originally called him, which they did. The detective also believed Nick acted in self-defense, but he's convinced that there's a little bit more to this story, especially considering these defiant reactions that they're having. And the crazy thing about this is the more that they try to talk him out of this investigation, the more he gets suspicious. I think if they just let it take its course and stop pushing him so hard, he won't continue to get as more suspicious as he already is. Now, we're over at Society. We see Adam strolling in, trying to lay it on real thick and butter up Abby Newman, his sister. And they briefly get into this whole thing about Ashland, and he has an agenda because it becomes very obvious that Abby is on the outside too, based on the conversation that he has. So Adam suggests that they share what they find out from whatever sources with each other. And I don't know, I was kind of shocked that she actually said that, okay, yeah, well, when you find out what you know, I'll find out what I know. They're on the outside. Abby knows nothing. And I know she feels some kind of way about this because she's barely heard from her sister, especially after reaching out to her after this whole thing happened, and at the same time, I mean, Adam is making a compelling case by saying, look, I know you want to know what's going on. Your husband have already approached me. So if you want to know something and I want to know something, we need to figure this out by working together. And, actually she decided to do so. Like I said, it was shocking to me because she usually, as much as they're civil, usually she wouldn't get involved in any type of schemes with Adam. But on the flip side of this thing, her family has not been open with her, so that's definitely weighing on her mind. So now we're over at Newman Media. Victor shows up and pays Sally a visit. And actually, he admits that he is pleased over how she's handled the whole Ashland Locke story so far. Yeah, that's laced with agenda. Victor also hints about Sally's decision making and how she's making these decisions moving forward. He also said that he hoped that she proves herself and can stay in that position. You all know what that means. I don't even know why Sally even signed up for this. But Sally does wonder if that's a compliment or a warning. But Victor will simply just smile and tell her pretty much to just have a nice day. And I'm like, girl, why did you sign up for this? You know that this is what the Newmans are about. Speaking of Newmans, Adam stops by at Sally's office on a fact-finding mission. Sally tries to stonewall Adam, but he'll think that they can work out an arrangement. some sort of payment in exchange for Ashland intel. Now, Sally admits that, she could go for a little bit of a quid pro quo. So Adam asked her what she had in mind. And from there, this is when it gets real silly. Sally insisted she's willing to share what she knows about Ashland in exchange for Adam confessing that he broke up with her solely because of this job and that he still loves her. And of course, Adam put on an act like, that deal is ludicrous. And this, it just didn't make sense. I hate this whole storyline. They should have never broke them up in the first place because they were so good together. But that's just my opinion. But it's not my call. However, Chloe walks in and interrupts, which obviously gives Adam the chance to get out the door and bolt. Now, once he leaves, and she pretty much pushed him out the door, this is where we see Chloe starting to question whether Sally was really going to sell Nick out. But Sally will claim that she's going to keep her end of the bargain, which leaves Chloe concerned about Sally playing with fire, which she absolutely is. She's in a deep inferno when dealing with the Newmans. Sally also argues that she wasn't trying to get back with Adam. She just wanted closure. Sure you do. Although Chloe understands that, she thinks that it's best if just Sally forgets this plan and forgets Adam altogether. So now we're over at Chancellor Park. Abby was able to get the truth out of Chance, but I will say she did leave the decision up to him on whether or not he should pursue Victor with this. Even though she don't want that to affect her family, she also want to leave it in his hands so he won't have any regret. However, Adam happens to find Chance in the park after, Abby leaves and, give him a little smooch and whatnot. This is where Adam decides that he wanted to have a conversation. Now, Adam suggests to Chance that, he needs somebody on the inside who understand all of Victor's tricks. Now, my question is, because he really doesn't trust Adam, he already just told, Adam not to bother my wife. I know what you up to. But he doesn't say no. So, at this point, we don't know what his decision is, but they're probably going to work together. I hope they do. Now we're finally at the ranch. Victor's pissed. He rants about Victoria telling Nikki, since Nick told Victoria, and Victor is fuming over them all becoming accessories to this crime that he committed. Now, Nick contends that Victor should have thought about that beforehand. I agree. But Victor fires back about getting attacked instead of being appreciated. Typical narcissist. Victoria was countered that they're all just trying to get on the same page. And then after Victor heard about the latest run-in with Chance, he now argues that Ashland Locke died in that ravine, period. Victor also think that it's important to stick to the story and for all of them to present this whole fake united front, because we all know it is. That way, all of the Newmans can come out of this unscathed after Chance moves on. And this is where, we heard that Victor is adamant about putting this whole tragic chapter behind them. But Chance just seems to get more and more determined to get all of the facts. And especially if he now has Adam on his side, that's why you should watch who you alienate. Because as much as the Newmans pushed Adam out, you never know when it'll come back to bite you. And look like that's what this is. And, of course, there's more Newman chaos ahead. So most definitely we will have to stay tuned because I'm ready for all of it to implode. We got some good storylines right now with the Diane Jenkins, that whole thing with Ashley, Nikki, and Phyllis. And then now this whole crime cover-up with the Newmans. So there you have it, the Young and the Restless recap for Thursday, August 11th, 2022. Stay tuned for the Bold and the Beautiful recap that will also be uploaded to this channel. And let me know your thoughts about this particular episode. Let's get the conversation started down in the comment section. And until then, just don't forget to take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. And please don't forget to like and share. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.